on Dish It With Me, Heather D. And today I am planning on making some stuffed bell peppers. And these are going to be a little bit different. I'm trying something new, and I'm trying these BOCA crumbles. Now, I was told that they are really good when you want to use it as a meat replacement. These would be vegetarian stuffed bell peppers, and these are my bell peppers. And where I'm located, they had them on sale. They're not regularly seasoned around this time of year because I'm in Michigan, so we have to get them when they're cheap. And this week they had them 10 for 10, and I grabbed about 6 of them. And I will be using these. I'm going to half them, and we're going to use them for stuffing our bell peppers. But a BOCA is a veggie crumbles. These are going to be used to stuff our bell peppers. Now, I also have some brown rice here because we want to try to make these as healthy as possible. And I already cooked it. And I used a little bit of beef broth. Not all the way vegetarian. I used some beef broth to cook the rice in, so that way it could help with some, nice flavors and everything. So I have my red dash here that I use in a lot of my other videos. And I'm going to start out, because this is a vegetarian meat and it's pretty much already brown. It's not like I have to wait for ground beef to thaw out all the way and then make sure it's already fully cooked. This is just going to get seasoned. And I'm going to season this like I would do ground beef for like maybe spaghetti or whatever type of dish I'm planning on making. So I'm going to start out with some oil. Let me plug in my dash here. Get this heated. Okay, so is this getting hot? Let me check. Nope, not yet. Now it's getting hot. Yes, it's getting hot. So I'm going to start out with some oil. This is just some vegetable oil, and it's about 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to pour it into my dash here. Because this is a vegetarian meat, it does not have fat like ground beef does, or ground chicken or turkey or whatever sausage you use. So you have to add your oil, preferably a light oil. So you can use olive oil or vegetable oil. I used olive oil, and I'm going to add a half of onion that I'm going to chop up. I'm going to move my seasonings to the side. And the recipe will be located in the description box below. Now, just because I'm using the vegetarian meat, that doesn't necessarily you have to. This is my first time using it, and I just want to try something different. Just going to chop up my onions. Chop these up real good, because these are going to get caramelized in the oil. Pull the little end pieces to the side here. And if you want to use onion powder, you can. I'm going to take it, stick it in here, and it's starting to sizzle. Then I'm going to also add my BOCA crumbles. Now if you want, oh wow, you can hear it. And it looks just like ground beef. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, my eyes are starting to tear up because of the onions. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer and get a little spoon and let you see. It looks like ground beef, but it's just made from a soy products. This is going to get seasoned with a little bit of Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. Just going to sprinkle a little bit. Now, some vegetarian meats, I was told and I've known, they do have the tendency to be a little bit salty, so you want to make sure that you don't add too much. I'm adding a little bit of my seasoning salt. About a teaspoon and a half. I'm going to add a little bit of basil. And all of this, you know, you just add according to your discretion. And for a little sausage flavor, I'm going to add a little bit of fennel seed. And I'm just going to crush it in my fingers. I'm going to use about a teaspoon, maybe a half a teaspoon. Crush it to release some of those oils and stuff in here. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of rosemary. And this is going to get open. I'm going to open up the pore section if I can. I have to use my knife because they have the sprinkle and they have the little pore side. And this is going to get sprinkled in my hand. And I'm using about a half a teaspoon of the rosemary, dry rosemary. And then I'm just going to mix this all together. And because, like I said, this is not real meat, it won't have to cook as long. I almost felt a sneeze. I had to hurry up and turn my head. And I'm going to let this brown up and thaw out. Boy, I keep feeling the sneeze from the pepper. And I'm going to cover this up. And I'm going to let this finish cooking and caramelizing the onions. And I'm going to get started on the bell peppers. Every time I feel this sneeze, it seems to disappear. When I... Woo! Alright. And as I clean this up, we'll be right back. And we'll get started on chopping up these bell peppers. Okay, so I cleaned up some of my mess here, except for my one little glass there. And I'm going to check on the meat. And it's been 3 minutes and the onions are just about done. And the veggie meat has a nice little brown crust on it. And it has a lot of flavor. And it smells so good with the seasonings and stuff that I added in here. So, I am going to turn this off, unplug it, and let the heat finish caramelizing the onions up. And I'm going to get started on the bell peppers. Now, you want to make sure you have some pretty nice sized bell peppers. And I'm just going to pluck it. And like I said, I'm going to take them all out of this pot here. I washed them off real good, because you always want to wash off your produce. And this is going to be like my little garbage bowl here. And I'm just going to cut the little stem part, the core, and it get pushed in sometimes. So I'm going to pull it out. And I'm going to half this. Now, traditionally and normally I would cut it up at the top and then stuff it in that way. But I'm going to do it a little bit different and do it half it. But you want to make sure that you have enough of the cup size so that way you can fill in your bell peppers. Dump out those seeds. And it should look something like this. Because this is what we're going to stuff our rice and the meat in. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up. And bell peppers, especially red, yellow, and orange, they are so full of vitamin C. They have more vitamin C that you normally get with your orange or your lemons. So, if you get a chance, grab you some red bell peppers. Very good for you. And I'm just taking the seeds and I'm going to do the rest of these. And we'll come back and we're going to check on the onions and see how they finished cooking in with from the heat with the veggie meats. And just stay tuned. Okay. Oh, fix the camera. No. It's okay. It was rocky. Can you straighten it up? Blooper moment. Okay. Just be careful. I have my camera in a crazy position so it can have a good angle. So I halved up some bell peppers. I still have 2 left, but I figured 8 will be good for now since it's just 4 of us. And this is how I halved them. This is the ground beef. The onions are completely done. It smells so good. Looks like real ground beef. I'm going to place them in this little clear bowl here because it's going to get mixed with some rice. Like I said, I have my brown rice that was already cooked. And you can bake these in your oven for, I'll say, depending on how soft you like your bell peppers. You can bake it in the oven, I would say, for about probably 15-20 minutes. I'm cooking my bell peppers in my new wave oven, so it won't actually take that long. I'll probably have it go between 5 or 7 to 10 minutes in the new wave oven. I'm going to try to scoop this in real quick. Instead of one scoop at a time. I really love this dash here. I mean, this thing is so versatile. And if you see my other videos, I mentioned that my mom got it for me for Christmas about 2-3 years back. And she got it from Walmart. So if anyone is interested, it's a nice little stove top or countertop device to heat and cook up your food. Just going to close this. Scoot it to the side. And like I said, it looks like ground beef. And I'm about to add some rice to this. And this is, like I said, brown rice that I cooked in a little bit of beef broth. And I'm not going to add all of it. I'm going to add probably about, this is probably about good 2 cups of the brown rice. And it's probably about 2.5 cups of the meat. Of the veggie meat, the boca meat that I sauteed with the seasonings. Rosemary, the fennel seed, slap your mama, Cajun seasoning, and a little bit of seasoning salt. You season your veggie meat however you want it. I'm just mixing this all up, the rice and the meat. And if I can have my assistant that's working and helping me with my camera, my daughter, to grab the shredded cheese. We're going to top this with a little cheese because we want some nice gooiness to go with this dish. I have some shredded mild cheddar cheese in the refrigerator. My daughter's getting that for me. Oh yeah. Now if you wanted, you could add some seasoning to this and make this almost like dirty rice. Add a little butter, bell peppers, and onions. Thank you, my dear. Well, make it like some dirty rice. But we're going to stuff these bell peppers with this. And I have some mild cheddar cheese, not sharp. Now you can use sharp, it will give it some extra flavor and everything. And I'm going to start by filling up one of these bell pepper cups. Ooh, pretty. And of course you probably will drip a little bit. And this is how it's going to look. I'm going to get another one. And I believe I should have enough to fill up these cups. Whatever is left, I might turn it into dirty rice. I'm not for sure. Fill that up here. And I'm going to finish filling up these little bell peppers with the rice and meat. And we'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I did a little cleaning and maneuvering around. And my bell peppers, I have a total of 8 stuffed bell peppers with our vegetarian meat and our rice. So I'm about to top these, and these are going to get placed inside of my new wave oven to speed up the process. Just going to remove this. And like I said, with my new wave, it should take probably about 5. I'm going to check it at 5 minutes. I'm going to set it for 10, but I check it at 5 and 7 minutes to see how well they'll do. So I'm going to go ahead and place bell peppers on top of here. See how many I can fit. These look so good, and the meat so far, it smells delicious. I can't wait to try it. Like I said, I was trying something different, and if you don't want to use the veggie meat, you can use whatever sausage or whatever flavor meat you like. Looks like I can only fit about 6 on here. So that's how I'm going to leave it. And they all seem to be sitting pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. I might leave a couple without cheese just in case someone don't like it. I have a child that's a little bit on the picky side when it comes to certain things. Sit this down and put cheese on this last little bell pepper here. Okay, I have it on 4 and 2 are without. I'm going to cover it up. Oops. Perfect. Oops. A little bit of lighting because I'm using my cord here. So I'm going to set this for cook time, and I'm going to do 10 minutes. But like I said, at around the 5-minute mark, I'm going to check it and see how well they are, because I don't want my bell peppers to get too mushy, but I want them tender enough where they'll be able to still hold their shape but soft enough when we cut into them to eat. So I have it at 10 minutes, and I'm going to push start, and we'll come back at the 5-minute mark and check it. Okay, so I accidentally went past the 5-minute mark. I'm actually at the 7-minute mark, but I'm going to have to check and see how these bell peppers are looking. Wow. You know what?
Okay.
I think we're done. I think the 7-minute mark was perfect.
Or was it?
They still a little bit firm. Oh, yeah. Now, if I can find a way to get these off. Ooh, look at that. Woo! I'm going to go ahead and scoop these. Use this spoon here. Lovely. The cheese melted nicely. Got a little toasty. And of course, like I said, I have a couple for in case someone do not like cheese. These came out nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm going to trade that out because I want to try one with cheese. I'm going to place these 2 in there to cook, and I'm going to lower the temperature since it's only 2 and it's not as full as it was with the others. Gonna clear it. Cook temp, because these cooked at 350. So let's see, I'm gonna go down lower. 325. And cook time, I'm gonna say 5 minutes. Wow. Okay, now look at this bell pepper. Don't it look nice? And I'm going to have it and serve it on the side of fried corn. I was doing this in the kitchen in between pause and breaks. And it may not be a typical side dish for these bell peppers, but I didn't know what else to put with it. So I figured some fried corn will be a nice little side dish for this. Now, of course, let me let you see that. Look at that. Stuffed bell pepper with some fried corn. Don't that look nice? I'm about to try it. If I can have my camera person get her mother a nice little fork or spoon to try this, please? And she's going to bring that to me.
What?
A fork or a spoon, please? And we'll be right back after this real quick break. Okay, so she got me my fork. Gotta taste some of this cream corn. I love cream corn. Fried corn. That fried corn came out good. If you like to see how I did my fried corn, leave a comment down below. Now for the main thing, the bell pepper. I'm going to taste some of the inside. Nice and hot. Ooh. This is actually really good. With that veggie meat. The way I season it with the seasoned salt and the slap your mama. I can't get that word out. Slap your mama. Cajun seasoning. And a little bit, oh, it tastes like sausage. Add a little bit of that fennel seed and rosemary. Yeah, this came out really, really good. I need a knife to cut this so I can eat it with the bell pepper. The bell pepper is perfect. Still got some firmness, but it's still soft enough to enjoy. This is real, real good. Very, very hot. If you want, when you're putting your rice and everything in, you can put cheese all in between the rice and your veggie meat or whatever meat you decide to use for your stuffed bell peppers. But if you like this recipe, or you like this video, please click like, share, and subscribe. This is so good. The cream corn, I keep calling it cream corn, fried corn. Like I said, if you want to see me how I did this, leave it in the comment section. I'll show you how I fry up my corn. A stuffed bell pepper is delicious. I should have asked for a knife, but I'm not going to harass my daughter with her getting up every 5 seconds. Well, I hope you try this recipe. It will be in the description box below. And I hope you all have a great and blessed day. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.